Welcome to our May 11th meeting of the Troy Planning Commission. Please call the roll.
Mr. Cappers?
Yes, here.
Mayor?
Here?
Mr. Wolke? Mr. Titterington? Mr. McGarry?
Here.
Mrs. Mahan? Here. Mr. Forrest? You have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Good. Okay, we have the minutes of our April 27th meeting disseminated to the members. Any additions, corrections, or deletions to those minutes?
I move the minutes be approved as printed.
Motions or support for the motion?
Yes.
No
Gary,
support.
seconder. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
They are adopted. First matter coming before the commission is Historic District application for 1 East Main Street, the installation of a new window sign. Does staff have a report?
Yes, thank you. You are familiar with the location. It was the ABC building, previously the Honest Furniture Store building, right there on the square. We have a new business that has obtained a permit of occupancy to be there, and they're requesting to do a window sign as well as a temporary banner, both of which will be custom in nature in the colors. They'll be identical to each other as shown in the renditions provided. They're allowed up to 100 square feet of combined wall and window signage. The permanent window sign will be less than 8 square feet, which is well under their maximum. They have chosen to go with the maximum amount of allowed square feet for the banner, temporary banner, which is 24 square feet. The banner can only be displayed for a maximum of 28 days in this calendar year. Based on the factors that we had before us, staff feels that we should, or feels prudent to accept this as submitted.
We received your email copy indicating that the president of the owner of the building has
Correct.
consented to the signage.
The initial email that I had received from Jordan Romberger, I had received that through Greg Harris, and it was mistakenly used, so we have a corrected one for you.
Okay. Is the applicant here by any chance? You're not here for this. Okay. Any questions of staff? You know, I take a look at whoever runs this isn't named Candace by any chance, is it? I take a look at the sign, I just ignore the ends. It looks like Candace dancing.
Yeah.
But
I thought the same thing.
Don Ledoux is the applicant,
Yeah.
and it's his daughter.
Gotcha. Okay, any other questions of staff? It's before us now to make a decision concerning the signage. Anybody want to make any action?
Move for approval.
Motion to approve, is there support for the motion?
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mayor?
Yes.
Mr. McGarry?
Yes.
Mrs. Mahan? Yes. Mr. Cappers?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the comprehensive plan, chapters 4 and 5. We're ready to discuss those. I was really hoping that the rest of the members would also be present today, but let's go ahead and preliminarily discuss them, and if they have anything else they want to add, they can add at the next meeting. So let's start with chapter 4. Now, we've all had the opportunity to review this in advance, so I'm just going to ask the commission members whether or not there are any additions, corrections, or deletions, or discussion matters you want to pose in the chapter 4 housing.
Mr. Chairman, yeah, there was a
Yes,
couple, not necessarily questions, just kind of a issue with table 4.3, I think there may be some others. I know you use that information from the U.S. Census Bureau, and I remember struggling with that because it's so outdated. But you know, when you look at some of these tables, and you see like on table 4.3 on page 4-4, it says built 2010 or later, and here we are already 2016, and there's only 15 homes. It's just, it's like a glaring misconception of really what's happening in Troy. And I thought of, if there's a way we can amend it with put some kind of an annotation in that we got the information from the building division, what do you call it, building inspection division from Miami County. And that's where Miami Valley Planning Commission and everybody else gets their information anyway. Either to update it or definitely say 2010 through 2012. Because if we say till later, somebody picks this up even next year, it's 2017, and it's like, geez, that's all that's happened.
Good point.
Very good.
Would it be true if we said built 2010-2012?
We can make that change, yeah.
Well, it's 2012 data, I think that's what the,
Yeah, it's
Source
from the
of-
2008, 2012 community
Yeah.
census, because it was later than the 2010 census, so it's the last information we had
Does it
through
include-
NPRPC.
Does it include all of 2012?
I'd have to go back and read the fine line underneath where they got it and when they cut it off.
Because it might be just 2010, 2011.
yeah, it could be, you're right.
In which case, I think you're absolutely right, Mr. McGarry. It does look skewed.
Yeah, and the households, same thing on, page 4-5, and I think there may be another one that's like that.
I mean, I think you might want to do that on all those,
Yeah.
on all those schedules.
Just makes us look better, that's all.
Yeah.
And even if it's just an asterisk or something that demonstrate this is not the US Census, but it is data that we have collected from Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission, the department.
We can go back to the data and then write the, it should have a date on there and say as of, and put that date down, put an asterisk underneath and highlight it as well.
It'll just demonstrate that we are moving forward.
Any other discussion matters on this chapter?
Good suggestion.
Yeah, I've got two matters. If you turn to housing tenure on page 4-7, the percentages for Piqua and Sydney, I think, are backwards if I'm reading it right. I looked at this last week, so it's in table 4.6.
No, it shows in table 4.6, Sydney having 53.4, and that's the 2010 occupied units, and Piqua should be at 54.6.
Okay, I made a note.
We did not put the percentage sign next to the Piqua, which I just now see. We can certainly make that change.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what a percentage sign. I put an exclamation point. So, okay. Okay, that's it.
There,
Thank
there,
you.
there.
And the other issue I had is on page 4.2. It's in the introduction, the second paragraph, the last line that says, "Some longtime Trojans actually maintain houses in two places, a retirement community in the Sunbelt and their own home in Troy." I read that and I thought, well, that may be true. But why advertise to those people that want to break into our homes that we're not around here? And does it give us anything, really? I mean, is it important to have that sentence in there? Because if it's not,
It's not important to have. We left it in there because it was in the previous one. We can take it
I
out.
don't know why we would want to put it in there and advertise the fact that half of our people go south and come on in burglars, and it's an open invitation.
Well, they may go other than south, too.
And I'm not sure that the burglars would even read our comprehensive plan. But it's going to be on the internet.
Give
for
it,
Pete's sakes.
don't give it.
So I'd like to delete that sentence if you want.
Yeah, well, plus Sunbelt, capitalized, you would,
Any other issues on chapter 4?
yeah.
Okay. Chapter 5.
Please be nice.
Well, actually, I personally didn't find any problem with chapter 5 because for Pete's sakes, it's a bunch of numbers. And as long as you get, I think the same issues might be there about the 2012 census. You might want to take a look at that, but other than that, I didn't see anything. Jim, did you see anything?
The only thing I saw in, and I have to ask the question, on page 5-10, table 5.9, the trend in Miami County's share of the, Troy share of Miami County economy. I'm sorry, wrong page. Page 5-9, the previous page. I take it those are in $1 billion numbers? Or $1 million?
Yeah, we can go back to the study and label the chart.
Yeah, I mean, definitely put dollars and maybe dollars and thousands of dollars, and that way it's,
That's good.
because, I mean, I kind of feel, I have a feel for that, but if somebody doesn't have a feel for it, they may think that's a big number.
Right.
It's only 10%.
Okay. Any other issues with chapter 5? Or discussion matters or changes you want to make?
I'm like you, I can't dispute the numbers.
And just so the commission knows, we did reach out to Jim Dando, Greg Harris, and J.C. Wallace, and gave them a copy of this for their review as well. We did not receive any feedback back, so.
Cool.
I would imagine what you're doing by presenting this to us is, this will be an open discussion on the planning commission level for these changes. You will then make these changes that we suggest and have a final draft eventually. And if there are any other changes requested by any outside sources, Troy Development Council, whoever, you'll let us know those also by either redlining it or bringing it to our attention so we can go and weigh in on that as well.
Correct, and we actually try and reach those secondary entities before actually it comes to you. We're doing that with the sections coming up now with utilities and things of that nature, meeting internally, getting those things. So, but yeah, we certainly will.
And I want to let you know this is real interesting reading. Okay. Anything else on chapter 5? All right. Thank you. Very good.
Good charts.
Next matter is not on the agenda, but we have an introduction to make. Ben, did you want to introduce somebody?
Actually, I'll let Shannon go ahead and do the introduction. She's kind of overseeing Carol Ann for us.
Okay.
All right, this is Carol Ann Stanley. She is a student at Ohio University. I'm not sure what year you are.
I'll be a 5th year in the fall.
Okay. She plays in the Marching 110. She also plays guitar, as seen by the guitar pick on her necklace. She's our planning and zoning intern this year, and she is a resident here of Troy. She graduated from Troy High School, and so we'd like to welcome her.
Oh, well, welcome.
Welcome.
What Shannon didn't point out is she will have the fun task of organizing all the comments we make from the comp plan and organizing it for us and formatting it properly.
Good.
So,
We hope that you'll be available during the school year to receive our criticism for not doing it properly.
We're optimists, remember.
That's right. Well, good, well. Do you have anything else to come before the commission?
nothing further, thank you.
Commission members have anything they want to discuss? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
Wait a
adjourn?
minute, do you want to say anything? I mean, you're here just listening to us talk.
Okay, I'll come up and explain.
Come on in. We need you to identify yourself and give us your address, please.
My address?
Yes, please.
Okay. My name is Samantha Swope. I live on 3633 Peters Road. I just have for my requirement for my school, I have to attend a city council meeting or any meeting, and I was assigned this meeting. So I'm coming here to just observe and to inform myself. It's a graduation requirement that I must do.
What school's that?
Yep.
Tippecanoe.
Okay, good. Well, welcome, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Do you need somebody to sign off?
Yes, I do. So,
We do take bribes, however.
He
she
takes
wants to
Snickers, by the way.
graduate.
Tis a Snickers.
Anything else to come before the commission? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
And there's a second. All those in favor, signify by saying
Aye.
aye. Opposed? We stand adjourned.
Yes, sir.
Okay.